crowd rises for the national anthem of Belgium. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Spain have a free kick. Oyarzabal takes a shot! Lacking in accuracy. Tielemans. Castagna. Spain, but it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Really well cleared. Onana. Back into the middle. And it's Tielemans. Rodri wins the duel this time. Kubasi. So we're still where we started right now. Baina. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Dani Olmo. That's going to go a long way. Now it's to Ketelara. Now it's to Ketelara. And it's to Bruyne. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Laporte, and the keeper's got it again. Kubasi. Laporte, it's a sharp pass. Tielemans. Half an hour played now. Bacchio. Tielemans. Onana. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Castagna. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Yamal. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bacchio, and it's played forward. That has been cut short. Dani Olmo, out to the left it goes. Oyarzabal, played out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Dani Olmo. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's half-time here. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the game has already resumed here.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Kubasu. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Baina. That's a good run down the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he whips in across. No, he's overshot the green. Time for a change in personnel. Trossard. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Tielemans. Bacchio. So we've reached the hour mark. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. De Bruyne. Bacchio. Good ball, good take. Lukaku has been caught there, it's a foul. Bacchio played with finesse. Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Trossard. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Pedri. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lukaku. Lukabakio. Great defending, strong and determined.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lukabakio. And it's to Kepa. Onana. Dani Olmo does really well to win the ball there. Trossard. Castagna. Laporte with the clearance.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Spain have to get it into the box and quickly. Trossard. Mechela. Onana. Castagna.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties. Boy, you can feel the tension. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he puts them one up.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Lukaku steps up for his penalty. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Spain are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself. And they're 2 up. Belgium, so down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match.
He was always looking good there, nice penalty.
Spain with this chance to pull 2 clear. Keeper's gone the wrong way, and the lead is 2. Belgium can't afford to miss another one.
Brilliantly done, never took his eye off the keeper either.
Spain are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. That's a good penalty, and he's put them 2 in front. Belgium must score here to stay in it. It's in! Pick that one out!
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Pedri just needs to keep his nerve here. That's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, it's been such a long match, and the penalty shootout is always a difficult way to end the game, but I thought they did really well to hold their nerve and come through.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Setelah keselamatan,